and for residential citizen services. I believe that it's my job to take this opportunity to set a good tone for our work together this next year and encourage all of us to work together. As I reflected back on the last 2 to 3 months, it appeared to me that some of our relationships and conduct as a government body took a little bit of a nosedive. I believe it was a series of issues and events that were before us, but coupled with the election that led to maybe some actions and some tones that I believe we probably could have handled a little bit better. And I'm not speaking for any council member up here, I'm speaking to you on my behalf. Now, we will not agree on every issue that comes before us, and I don't believe that the citizenry that's here today of Fulshear would expect us or that we agree on every single issue. We have different worlds that are colliding. There are a lot of different wants, there are different needs, there are different ideas, and those things will clash from time to time. However, as the elected leaders of our community, I believe that we can listen to one another, treat one another with courtesy and the respect that each one of us deserves. When I attended a city officials training course last year, I heard of a city where the discourse or relationship between the mayor and city council men and women was appalling. It was unlike anything I had heard. I couldn't even describe it to you. But if that happened to Fulshear and was described of us, I would be embarrassed. So I'm committed, and I hope that each one of you will be committed to be proactive in building our relationships and holding ourselves to a very high standard. We're in the process now of arranging a team building and planning workshop to make the most of the year that we have together. The year will go by very quickly. We have never done this before, but we are always adapting and willing to try new things that will promote better communications and help keep the city moving forward. If we are distracted with personal conflicts, we will stall and delay city business rather than move it forward. When I was thinking about this, I actually saw a quote somewhere from Henry Ford, and it said, "If everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself." And I do not think that this could be more true and applicable, knowing that the citizens care about the city and our community's success more than any individual success. Each person has a unique skill set, experience, and passion that will be needed throughout the year. I could go through each person here that's sitting here and list the positive attributes that each one of you have and that you can bring to the city, and that will be an asset to you in your service to the city. I plan to have each of you help prioritize the issues and then help lead community committees to solve those issues, to get you more actively involved in the business of the city. We have much to do, and I want each one of you, along with myself, to be fully invested in the goals, setting the goals, and the solutions that we will set forward together as a body and as a leader of the city. We will face things this year that none of us sitting here tonight can contemplate. We don't know what those are going to be. It might be a natural disaster. It might be a lawsuit. It could be something that we can't fathom in our minds. And it'll take a determined group of people working together to face those challenges successfully. On the agenda item, the Mayor Pro-Temp position is mandated by Texas law for general law cities, and that person will serve in my role should I be unable to fulfill my duties. Fortunately, in the past 5 years, I believe I've missed a portion of one meeting, and that was for a few months back when my daughter had an accident. Stephen started the meeting, but I came in about midway through. So I think it's more of a title than anything, historically. In past years, I have recommended a council person for the Mayor Pro Tem position, and the City Council then acted upon that. Let me say that I have been given a lot of advice from many people And I believe that each and every one of you could start to fulfill the role as Mayor Pro Tem. I want to give you my assurance that I can and will work with any one of you that's elected by the City Council body here tonight to serve as Mayor Pro Tem. But I still think it's my duty and my role as mayor to make that recommendation. My recommendation does not negate anyone's qualifications. It doesn't negate anyone's work ethic, their care for the city, or their concern for the city. None of that is being questioned by this. The law requires us to establish a Mayor Pro Tem in case something happens to me. Every council member carries equal weight in their importance and their role here before the public. Tonight, I would ask that you consider nominating Councilmember Krenek as Mayor Pro Tem. And I'd like to just list a few points before I open it up for your consideration. Over the past year, Ms. Krenek has served actively on City Council. She served as the council liaison to the Special Sign Committee, which is a difficult task. We had volatile thoughts on both sides of that issue. She's attended workshops for training in her City Council responsibilities. She's worked at community events, and I've seen her out there helping to set up, providing manual labor, and her personal supplies to make the event successful. She's actively participated in community events this past year, and she was supportive and active in furthering Fulshear's legislative agenda that we had this year. The legislature was on attack against local cities and local ordinances, and she supported those efforts. She served as an HGAC alternate representative here for the city of Fulshear, and she's an incoming Rotary Club board member, which shows her commitment to helping others. She's experienced and skilled in the application of parliamentary procedure, which can be tricky from time to time. We'll put Grady to the test. And I believe, last but not least, her legal professional background provides great knowledge and insight to handle issues before the City Council. So I will at this time open up the floor for discussion and possible action. And so I believe you have two options before you this evening. You can make a nomination for Mayor Pro Tem and approve or disapprove that nomination, or you can postpone that nomination to allow the team building workshop to occur and possibly have a better understanding of the other council members' backgrounds and experience. So at this time, I'll open it up to the council for discussion and comments or action.
Mayor, thank you for those kind words. I certainly appreciate that. And I welcome or I appreciate the recommendation, and certainly happy to answer questions.
I have talked to Grady ahead of time, anticipating we're having a team building session. He said it says we should appoint a Mayor Pro Tem at the first meeting or as practicable. As soon as practicable. And so if you feel like you would like to take an extra month, maybe we can't prolong it 6 months or a year. Because people do get sick and things happen, unfortunately, in this life. So I would turn to council for either a motion on the recommendation, put forward your own recommendation, or postpone the item possibly till next month.
Okay, this is completely against protocol, but I know that some action has to be taken, so as awkward as this might be, I make a motion to approve myself as Mayor Pro Tem.
We have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second? All right, no second, no the motion dies for lack of second.
I'd like to make a motion. I'd like
Yes,
to make
ma'am.
a motion that Mr. Jeff Roberts be the mayor pro temp, and I would like to add a reason why. Mr. Roberts is a son of Fulshear.
Wait.
He's been here a very long time. Just I would like to make a motion based on seniority and experience that Mr. Roberts be made mayor pro temp. That's my motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
A motion's been made and seconded, to have, Councilmember Jeff Roberts serve as mayor pro temp. Are there any further, questions or discussion? Again, I believe in the statements that I put forth to the city council up here and to the audience. I'm committed to work with the city council that's impaneled up here. And I believe that I can work and will work with each one of you. And I believe that we can all work together, between council members. Any further questions or discussion? All right, being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions?
One abstention.
Ramona, how did you vote? Okay, so 4 ayes, 0 nays, and 1 abstention. Jeff Roberts will serve as mayor pro tem for the next city council year.